Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. It's time for another hug. So this is a hug a day hashtag done by Tammy, Ashley, Angie, and Shell, all on their channel as well. It was created by those four and I accidentally started early. But it is their hashtag of hashtag HugADaySeptember. I have under request also created a hug hashtag. It's hashtag 100 days of hugs so that people can find my previous hugs and the continuation after the September hugs. So explanation. So this is 100 Hugs by Chris Riddell. This is hashtag HugADaySeptember, and we are going to be coloring a troll hug. And it says, "I would rather be happy than dignified." Charlotte Bronte. And they're just so cute. Wonderful little trolls, and we're going to do them with the Black Widow colored pencils. And I haven't used these a whole lot, so hopefully they'll work fine on this paper. So I'm just going to move you in just a little bit here. There we go. And yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's get started. So we're going to start with the little fella in the back there. I'm going to put my sharpener down on this side so I can sharpen these pencils a little bit and hold down the book. Maybe. It'll at least hold down that side while I am sharpening. So I'm just going to use Cobra from the Cobra set in the dark areas of this troll here. I hope everybody has been enjoying all the hugs of the day. I am trying not to look at other people's hugs before I do my own, because I don't want to copy anybody. And sometimes if I watch somebody else's, I'll get deterred from doing my own. So, and I don't want to stop doing the hug a day, so I will not watch and I'll just do my own thing. I am getting a little discouraged with the hashtags, and I think I'm just going to stop doing them altogether. I'll still do the ones following other people, but I think this hug hashtag and the supers hashtag will be my last hashtags, just because it just seems to limit me quite a bit in what I'm doing, and I'm finding that things that I think are up for hashtags, other people are already doing, and I feel really bad about doing them because, you know, they're already out there and I didn't realize it. I don't know how to search for a hashtag to make sure that nobody else is doing it. So it's got me a little bit deterred on it, I guess, is the word. So I think I'm just going to start, I'm going to go back to what I was doing before and following people's hashtags, because I really enjoy doing that instead of doing my own hashtags, because it seems that great minds think alike, and there's so many out there that think the same way I do and have already put out hashtags, and I don't, like I said, I don't know how to search for them, and I end up putting out a hashtag that somebody else has already started, and I don't like doing that. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to follow other people's hashtags because they're all my all thoughts that I've had anyway, and they all do it better than me. So they've all been doing hashtags longer than me, so they all understand it a little bit better than me. So Hug a Day and 100 days of hugs hashtag and Supers in September hashtag are going to be the last hashtags that I will put out. And I'll just go back to following other people's hashtags because like I said, it gives me the opportunity to see more things and do more of the hashtags, not only of my own but of other people's. So, and I've been coloring down here on the feet and not even in screen. Sorry guys. So I'm just putting in the shadow areas, the darker areas with Cobra. Like I said, I am using the Black Widow colored pencils. I do have the full set, so I'll be using the Cobras, the Monarchs, the Scorpions, and the Black Widows, as well as maybe some skin tones. I can't remember which ones came in which box. I have them all mixed together, so. Alright, I think we've got our shadows done here. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the next lightest color, which is Suede. And we're going to sharpen that. And just going to draw off of the dark area. Make sure I'm in camera, sorry. Goodness, I am apologizing a lot today with my Friday fun stuff. The phone kept on ringing. It's like, my goodness. Need to have a do not disturb thing on my phones and on my door. Although I do have one for my door, and I have a thing that says please don't knock or ring the bell for when I need one that for the kids to not talk to me when I'm doing it too. I stick a piece of paper to the door every once in a while, especially if I'm expecting deliveries. I sometimes forget, especially when I go live. I always forget when I go live. So I don't know if you guys can see this color. It's a really, really pale tan color, almost a white brown, almost a creamy coffee color, a light creamy coffee color. And I'm just bringing it down from the shadow areas, filling in this troll's skin tones. I just always see trolls as browns and greens. So that's what we're going to color them as, browns and greens. This one's a brown troll, the other one's going to be a green troll. And I completely missed his arm with the other color. I'm going to have to go through and add that arm. I don't know how I did that. Hold on a sec. Let's fix that. I also want to put a little bit more here too. But I completely missed this arm. The Black Widows seem to be doing quite well on this paper, which is really kind of cool. I don't use my Black Widows very often. I don't know why. I just never get to them very often. But since this is the reason why I'm using the bees is hashtag B is for September by Colorfully Optimistic Corey, who is using different mediums using different alphabetical lettering going from A to Z. So I wanted to fit her hashtag in there as well. And I like the hashtag. I think it's a really cool idea to make sure that you get use out of all the things that you have put into the corners. Mine is quite literally the corner. Okay, and then we're going to come down here and we're just going to fill in most of the spots on his toes. Like I said, this is a very light color. It's not extremely light, but it is a very light brown color. And I wanted him almost a swampy green brown. I think that's I'm going to do his ear. I think I need a little bit of this in his ear. And extend that out a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to use Oyster, which is even a lighter brown color. And I wasn't in. Sorry, guys. I was sitting there coloring in the ears and wasn't even on camera. Rude. Alright. And this is almost a really pale milk color. And we're just going to use it to fill everything in and blend it all together. And I think I want to use a little bit of this light bronze for his lips. And up here in his ears as well. Alright. Yeah, that works. Make sure I color his nose. Ooh. I Be careful how hard I'm pressing. So the Black Widows goes through this paper very nicely as well. I think I just put a hole in it. No, okay. Didn't put a hole in it, but I did catch the paper a little bit. So you gotta be careful. Like I said, this is not a coloring book. It's not meant to be a coloring book. So the paper is quite thin. So you have to be careful when going over things with a harder pencil that you don't rip the page. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of this green. So I'm going to take a little bit of leaf green, and I'm just going to do his spots with a little bit of green. I think those are the only ones so far. And then we're going to come down here, make sure I get that all colored in, blended together. So one thing I do like about most wax-based pencils is some of these softer ones, you can definitely blend the colors together with them. You don't need a blender stick or a blender pencil. They do seem to blend very well with themselves. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Alright, so we're going to do the spots on this leg. Make sure I'm in camera still. And the spots on this leg. And then we're going to do his nails. And we're going to use Stink Bug for his nails. He's got dirty toenails. Stink Bug. Just love the name of these colors. Alright. So now we're going to do the other fella in green. Well, let's finish this guy first. Let's start with his shirt, which I wanted to do in blues. So let's start with this one here, which is Zephyr Blue. I do believe is the dark one. Yes. Give it a sharpen. And we're just going to do the edges here. Oops, oops. I wasn't even pressing hard. I don't know why that broke like that. I wasn't even pressing hard on it. Just trying to make sure that I don't get the other troll's shirt. And then we're going to take this one, which is Storm Blue, and we're going to fill it in. is it trying to make sure that I don't color the other guy's shirt. Okay, and then we're going to take a little tiny bit of red. We're going to do those spots there. And hopefully I was in camera for that entire time. I gotta learn to look up. Okay, let's do his pants. So we're going to do his pants in greens. So let's see, what greens do we have here? There's another one here somewhere. What's this one? So I've lost all my greens here, so just 1 minute. That's blue. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the darkest green I have out is leaf green. So we're going to do the dark areas in leaf green. Do his clothes first because my thoughts on his clothes and the thoughts I had for coloring the other troll might clash. So let's do his clothes first, and if his clothes are going to clash with the colors I've chosen for the other troll, then we can change the colors for the other troll. Concentration. Okay. Now we're going to take the grass green, and we're just going to go out from that other green, filling in some of the darker areas. Just getting those all filled in. And then we're going to take poison. And we're just going to blend it all together. And there is our first troll all done up. So the second troll I was going to do in the greens, but I think I'm going to put a bit of a darker green. So let's look at some darker greens here. I think I want, what's this one? Like olive green is too olivey, sorry about that. Got the hiccups now. Charcoal green is too gray. So let's do fang green. That's a good one. And olive green for that part, and I think the leaf green. I think those ones will work well together for his friend there. So let's start with fang green. And we'll do the edges and the shadowed areas here. I think I'm still on camera there. And do down here where his eyes are and his nose. Under his chinny chin chin. And his neck. And I think that's all shirt there. And we're going to do this part of his ear. His elbow. And his leg. And those trolley feet. He's going to be a cute green troll. All right. And up here where his pants are. Okay, so there's our dark areas done. Now we're going to do some leaf green. And we're going to come off of those dark areas. Blending them in. All right. And of course I will be going over this all with another green, blending it all in. Okay, and I think that's it for his face. dark areas here. Like so. He's definitely a greeny troll. Alright, now we're going to take olive green and we're going to do the lighter areas. And blend those colors together. Oh, I almost colored the other guy. Cover up his... Alright, now we're going to do his ear. And just bring that color all together. In our trolley hugs. Alright, now we're going to do his shirt, and we're going to do his shirts in reds. So I'm going to sharpen up the red. And hopefully I won't break it this time. So this one here is deep red. I don't know what it is about these pencils, but they really prefer me to break them. They don't like being a sharp point. I wasn't even pressing hard. So I'm just getting all those creases of the fabric. This troll's shirt. And all the shadows from the other troll's arms. And all those darker areas. up here. All right. And then we're going to take Ladybug. Ladybug. And we're just going to finish it off with Ladybug. Going a little bit darker, a little bit harder in the shadow areas, just to enhance that a little bit. And then lightening up when you get to the lighter areas. Making sure that I get all those spots and everything like that. Okay. So there's our red. And I think I was going to do some browns on his pants. So we're going to use light bronze, mustard, and suede, I do believe, for his pants. So which one was the darker one? Da-da-da. Yeah, light browns first, then mustard. So we're going to start up here on his belt. We're going to do his belt the same colors as his pants. Just going through all the shadowy areas. And we're going to actually put some of this on his toes, because he's got dirty nails too. Then we're going to go with some mustard. And we're going to extend that mustard out from the bronze. Alright. I even turned off the phone this time. hopefully whoever that is persistently calling me will leave a message. Last time, instead of leaving a message, they just called my house phone. It's like, just leave a message on the first phone you call from, then you won't have to leave a message on the next one. Alright, so now I'm going to go through and I'm going to use stink bug. Here on his belt. I'm telling you, I have a thing about pencils. These Black Widow pencils, for some reason, I break them. I don't know why. We're just going to go through and finish up his pants here. There we go. And I'm going to put the stink bug in the spots on his legs. And there we go. So far, that is our trolls. And I'm going to take some grays and darker colors here. So this one is charcoal. And we're going to start down here with these stones and the charcoal. And do under his feet. Okay. And then we're going to take spider web. I think is the next one I want. Maybe, if I can find it. Well, let's start with some shadow here too. So, since it's already called shadow, and we're going into the shadows, under the trolls, we'll go with some shadow. And then we're going to find the spider web. And there we have spider web. And we're going to do the rest of the gravel, stony area, and spider web. Alright, now we're going to take our blender pencil just to get those rough edges off. And we're just going to blend things together a little bit. I've got some rough edges here on his shirt because I don't want to press too hard on with the pencil. So we'll blend it all together. Same with down here on his pants. And this guy's pants. the skin tones and that sort of thing don't really need a lot of blending, but I'm just going to go over them just a little bit just in case. This also helps seal that color in, so when I color on the other side, sometimes it keeps it from rubbing off, I have found. There we go. Alright, so we're going to switch over to the main camera. And there we have our troll hug. So I'm going to move you a little bit closer so you can see a little bit better. And we have a troll hug. So this is HugAday September day 3, and this is September 3rd, 2021, and this is actually our 16th hug, but our 3rd HugAday September hug. So we've got, let's start from the start here. So we have the title page hug, and it's a bear hug with a little girl. And then we have our kitty and owl hug, which says, "One word frees us of all the weight and pain of life. That word is love." I'm not going to say who it's from because I can't pronounce it properly. And then we have our daddy hug and our monster hug. I love the monster hug. It's so cute. And then we have our superhero hug and our panda bear hug and our flamingo hug and our cousin it hug. And then we have our catfish hug, which says, "Words are easy like the wind. Faithful friends are hard to find." And then we have our nature hug and our gentleman and lady hug. And then we have our unicorn hug and our polar bear hug. And now we have our troll hug, which says, "I would always rather be happy than dignified." And then we have our bug hug and our black bear hug. And the next hug is going to be this wonderful hug here. And hopefully you got to see them all. And there is all of our hugs so far. When I am done with this hug book, because the pages are starting to fall out just by turning the pages and coloring them, I will be going through and taking the pages out gently, and I will be sending them through the laminator and laminating the pages and then binding them all together so that they're in a little binder type thing. Alright guys, I hope you have enjoyed this hug from 100 Hugs by Chris Riddell. Thank you so much for joining me, and of course remember to relax, color, and stay safe. I hope to see you all tomorrow for our Saturday Color and Chat and our 1,500 subscriber giveaway. Until then, bye-bye for now.